able to get it? Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, I hope that everyone enjoyed their lunch, and most importantly, that you guys are enjoying the Africa Real Estate Conference so far. Okay. I'm hoping that they can get my slides up because it's quite important. I definitely want to showcase my beautiful family and some of the experiences that I've had while here in Ghana. Um, and just share with you guys some of the tools and strategies that I believe will help you guys to work with foreign buyers. Okay. Anyway, while we wait, I'll share a little bit about myself. I am a real estate broker owner. I have a brokerage both in the United States and here in Ghana. I love all things real estate. I'm a third generation realtor, which means that my grandmother was a realtor, my aunt and uncles are realtors. I'm a realtor, and as of this year, my daughter is a fourth generation realtor. So real estate runs in our blood. We love all things real estate. I love looking at raw land and imagining its best use. I like going into abandoned and dilapidated buildings and imagining it revitalized. And so with that passion, I pursued a career in real estate. I started my real estate career doing insurance inspections. Basically, insurance companies in the United States would hire our company out to go and check for the insurability of the property. We're looking to make sure that the roof is in good condition and that the home is insurable. And as EJ mentioned earlier, sometimes buyers would get into these homes and find that they are in fact not insurable. And so that is the reason why he started into real estate property inspections. I then moved on to broker price opinions, which are CMAs or comparative market analysis that I provide to banks so that banks know about their foreclosed homes and the value of their homes and what they're worth and the condition that they're in. I also, before I started my own brokerage, I worked for a national traded brokerage called Real, where I was a top producer. And shortly after that, I started my own brokerage, Keys to the City, in 2018, and most recently, Keys to Sankofa. I wanted to share briefly with you guys my experiences as a foreigner and or an expat because Africa, and more specifically Ghana, has left a huge impact on me since the time that I first arrived in 2017 and put my feet on its red, beautiful soil. I owe this country a great debt of gratitude as it has welcomed me and helped me to feel quite at home. Growing up as an African American, I always felt as though I did not much belong. And much like my hyphenated name, Alan Kaiser, in America, I'm an African American. And with that hyphenated name comes a type of division where you don't technically belong to either side. And so coming to Ghana, I don't necessarily consider myself African American, but as soon as I speak, that's what I'm called. But I'm Ghanaian. So today I want to talk to you guys about understanding foreign buyers, who is a foreign buyer, and where are they coming from and why are they buying. I shared my story with you because of our love and appreciation for Ghana is not rare among foreigners, especially among the diaspora community. The number of visitors in 2019 was up just before the pandemic, with over 230,000 tourists, which was a 45% increase according to the Ghana National Travel Authority. Most of those visitors were from the United States. And the year of return shined a great light on Ghana. But the question we should all be asking is, for how long and how can we capitalize on it? The latest population figures indicate that Ghana's population today consists of about 28 million foreigners, most of which are from neighboring countries in Africa. So just recapping, this is my family, and this is my brokerage, my team back in the United States. You can go to the next slide. Oh, you can, oh. Sorry, you guys, it got all out of order. Okay, so we're going to talk about who are foreign buyers, where do they come from, and why they are buying. For the purpose of this discussion on foreign buyers, I'm going to limit it to foreign buyers that are from outside of the continent of Africa, as most foreign buyers are actually in the continent of Africa. However, this information can be utilized to work with just about any foreign buyer. So where are they coming from? It is most recently estimated that there are roughly 40,000 expats living in Ghana. This number reflects only those, though, that have been reported through immigration. With recent estimates suggest that the Chinese migrant, the Chinese migrant population consists of about 20,000. And they work largely in the informal sector of Ghana's economy, where they largely are involved in infrastructure, construction, mining, hospitality, agriculture, and commerce. Ghana also has a relatively small, actually, Lebanese population, but compared to their size, they are also pretty prominent in the economic profile of Ghana. It is estimated that there are roughly 3,000 American expats in Ghana, most of which are retired and or entrepreneurs, but I suspect that that number is also a little higher and underreported. The Indian community in Ghana is estimated at about 10,000, with about 3,000 holding foreign nationalities. Some of them have been in Ghana for 2 to 3 generations. The business activity of Indians in Ghana have contributed in a major way to Ghana's development. And Indian investors are the second highest in terms of number of projects going on in Ghana. So one of the biggest challenges with working with a foreign buyer is getting over the cultural differences. And one thing that separates Ghana from most African countries is that the national language is English. And English is widely spoken across the world, with about 1 billion English speakers. And so we have a leg up there. The other point that is a driving factor in working with foreign buyers is the cultural differences. And it's ranked at about 29% of a concern with foreigners. So it's one of the biggest obstacles to building rapport and gaining foreign buyers as a client. In order to succeed globally, you'll need to be patient and respect cultural differences and use active listening skills that dictate, which are the indication of you being an international agent. This past week, I had the great opportunity to participate in the Certified international property specialist training, and I received quite a bit of feedback from other real estate professionals. And I think that the cultural differences, at least when they were speaking with me, was a hot topic. It's kind of difficult to tell someone your ways versus my ways. But if you want to do well in business, there's going to need to be some type of compromise, and you will also need to understand and appreciate the cultural differences. Now, selling property to a Chinese citizen is different than selling to an American citizen, and so for that reason, I encourage you, and one tip that I would encourage you to do is to research cultural guides. There is a website called Commiss CEO. There you can find relatable information on how to work specifically. Let me give you that exact website. It's, where'd it go? Okay, CommissCEOGlobal.com. You can also utilize CIA Factbook, which provides intelligence information on just about any country around the world, as well as gives you information on the people, the government, the economy, and communications. Part of being an international realtor, you'll learn about the global real estate market and cultural best practices, and are able to gain an arsenal of tools and resources to grow your business and highlight you as a global specialist. So why are people coming to Ghana? Ghana's wealth and resources and democratic political system and dynamic economy makes it alluring for most foreigners. In addition, Ghana's location is almost dead center of the world, which makes it in a tropical climate enjoyable and is also a key point for travel and seas transport. Communication, again, is a key factor. With about 50 indigenous languages in Ghana, English is the official language, which also makes it easy for us to communicate with foreign buyers. Ghana has pretty relaxed to no restrictions on foreigners buying and owning land. Some countries just flat out don't allow it, so that also is a reason why foreigners are interested in Ghana. Ghana is safe. It's ranked the second most safest country in Africa, and the 38th in the world. It's also affordable. Many foreigners find it relatively inexpensive to relocate to Ghana compared to to Western countries. Other reasons why they relocate is because of housing deficits in their own area. Not enough housing or opportunities for business in their home countries, such as China or India, with a housing deficit of about 74 million units, is one reason why they're wanting to relocate here. It's also, with Ghana's deficit of about 1 million, it also provides an opportunity for investors who are looking to capitalize on this deficit by providing homes. There's freedom. While Ghana is a nation of laws, the overall consensus of foreign buyers is that Ghana provides a sense of freedom. Africa and Ghana basically are wet paint. It has its share of problems. However, these problems all require solutions. And so many foreigners are seeking to capitalize on providing those solutions, answering those solutions. Okay. So during the conference, the SIPS training last week, and then speaking with other real estate professionals, it was made pretty clear to me some of the opinions that they had about working with foreign buyers and expats. And the overall consensus is that expats can be pretty demanding. And it's true. But I encourage you guys to kind of understand where foreigners are coming from, what it took for them to leave their home country, the investment that it took, and why they're here. And just to be patient. So what do they expect? They expect transparency. Most foreign buyers expect to be fully educated in the whole real estate transaction. While they will ask more than a few questions about the process, and be sure that you're fully educated on your local market. By participating in By participating in Loop's MLS, you'll be adding valuable data regarding price, areas of interest, and days on the market. You, in turn, will have access to this information, and this is the type of information that foreign buyers are going to expect you to have. Loop is growing, but with this information, you'll be able to provide a valuable resource to your buyers. They're going to ask questions about how hot is this market? How many homes have sold in this area? They're going to want to know about resale ability. And so I do encourage everyone to participate in Loop and help build that so that we can have the data necessary to provide our clients. They're also going to want to know about fees. What are the fees? What is the total cost? Foreign buyers expect to be in the know of all money dealings. Who's getting paid, how much, and why? I've experienced in Ghana real estate that there are many hands in the pot when it comes to real estate transactions. And this can kind of be disheartening to buyers. They are left feeling a sense that they are being taken advantage of. There's just too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak. And so they're going to want to know exactly who is getting paid and why and how much, and if that's affecting their bottom line. So be prepared to answer those questions. They will also have expectations of transparency on the property's condition. They're going to want to know what type of property that they're buying and the condition that it's in. And so again, that's why we strongly encourage that you work with a building inspector, encourage your buyer to hire a building inspector so that they are aware that you have their best interest at heart. When you are taking that extra step and having them to research the property, make sure that it's a good investment, they in turn trust you. Site plans. I've heard of real estate deals, they're going to want transparency in their site plans. I've heard of real estate deals where site plans are transferred over to the new buyer, or they use that as a reference point. But then there's also been cases where the site plan was not even for that property. And so even though it's going to be extra expenses to your buyer by encouraging a real estate inspection and encouraging that they get their own site plan and they do their own due diligence, this builds rapport with your client. They're also going to expect legal aspects. I encourage everyone to partner with an international lawyer and have that lawyer on speed dial to answer any questions that they may have regarding real estate transactions. In the West and in other foreign countries, they almost always work with either a title company, which is still backed by a lawyer, or they work directly with a real estate attorney. And so we're not unfamiliar with doing that, so you want to be the one to initiate that, which also in turn signifies to the buyer that you're on their side and you're looking out for their best interests. By pre-educating your buyers, you can ensure a smoother transaction and you'll be added as a well-valued real estate expert in their network. And of course, most real estate transactions happen by word of mouth. So by being fully educated, by being transparent, by making sure that you're following all the legal processes, you'll have a smoother transaction and build a stronger rapport and relationship with your client. So I'm a member of several, can we catch up to the Global Family Feud slide? There. Okay, so I'm a member of several expat Facebook groups where we discuss and share the good, bad, and ugly as it relates to our experiences here in Ghana. I thought that it would be fun to kind of do like a family feud and we discuss what you think might be the 6 top complaints that foreign buyers may have with the real estate market. So, in the spirit of family feud, I thought it would be fun to uncover the top 6 complaints. We surveyed over 50 expats and asked them, what's your biggest pet peeve regarding looking for properties? Does anyone have any opinion on what might be the number 1, or there's 6 possible top answers? No? Okay, well, I'll let you know. The top answer that was surveyed that most foreign buyers had an issue with was showing fees. There's not many jobs in the world where your boss will pay you just to show up to work. And as a real estate professional, it's your job to show the real estate property. So it's disheartening and quite confusing when agents ask buyers to pay them a fee just to show them a property that they hope to buy. So that was number one. Number two was inconsistencies in listing price. There are so many different sites. Not everyone is using Loop Ghana just yet, and so you can go to a variety of different sites, Facebook ads. You'll see one property listed at this price, another property listed at a different price, and we see all of that. And we're more inclined to call the price that has the least amount, but it's just quite confusing. So inconsistencies in listing is number two as far as a pet peeve that they have. Commission fees on rentals, which are as much as 10%, and the buyer paying it is also something that is an issue for many foreign buyers. It's not uncommon in real estate transactions in the West and in European countries that the seller that the commission is taken from the seller's net profits, and they pay the real estate listing agent and the buyer's agent. And so the buyer is not the one to pay it. And it really does work out better for everyone in that case, because now the buyer has more buying power. If they're spending 10% or 5% or however much percent on securing a property, that's less bargaining and money that they have to invest in a property. Fourth was poor pictures and lack of information. I see all the time 3 bedrooms. It'll say something simple like 3 bedroom, all en suite, and it'll have just 2 photos of like a gate and a corner of a hall or a bathroom. So it's really important to have clear, professional pictures, detailed property descriptions that really help to sell a property. 5 was scheduling a showing and not keeping the time. For most foreigners, not keeping the schedule can be a sign of disrespect. And it's probably a #1 deal breaker for most of them, because time is money, and if you're consistently not on time, then you're expensive, and they just rather work with someone else. 6 is being told this is Ghana as a rebuttal to issues and concerns. It shows a lack of empathy and understanding, and you are effectively disregarding their feelings. And so while there are differences that the foreigner expects, chalking it up as just this is the way it is isn't really helping the situation, and so that's a complaint that they have. Next slide. Okay, marketing strategies. So there's a few strategies that I want to share with you guys today. And we'll discuss partnering with the International Realtors Association, putting your listing on global platforms, joining and creating Facebook groups, and doing virtual tours. So international buyers invested more than $41 billion in the U.S. housing market alone. How would Ghana prosper, or rather, how would your business prosper if you captured even a fraction of a % of those foreign deals? Next slide. You can do this by joining the International Realtors Association. So why should you be an international realtor? It first helps you to understand other cultures. International business is getting bigger while the world is getting smaller. With technology, there's ways to work with people all over the world. This means that you will inevitably end up working with someone in a different culture. You will need to know how to conduct yourself, how to greet and negotiate and speak and even eat with these foreign buyers to build a relationship. Another reason to join the International Real Estate Association is to differentiate yourself, to separate yourself from the other real estate agents in the market. Not everyone is going to take the necessary steps to become a licensed realtor, and to go through the education and the training that is needed to call yourself that. And so when you have that, you have the support of a national team that backs you, that has ethical standards that are set in place, that foreign buyers can feel confident in your ability to look out for their best interests. It also gives you the opportunity to list your market, and to list your properties on a global market. And you're also able to get referrals from other international realtors. There's international realtors in other countries who, there might be Ghanaians that are looking to move to the UK, and there might be people from the UK that are looking to move to Ghana. So you're going to be able to build these relationships with them and transfer and give referrals to one another. Next slide. So, capturing the global audience. You definitely want to list your properties on the global stage, and there's quite a few platforms in which you could do that, but the most notable of which would be Realtor.com. And when you list your properties on Loop, they get syndicated to Realtor.com, which now foreign buyers all over the world are able to see your listings. There's also other sites such as Global Listings, which is a paid site, which is about $25 per listing, but it too syndicates all over the world and will provide greater exposure to your listings. This is one of my favorite. Join and or create a Facebook group. One of the reasons I'm a realtor is because I'm quite nosy. And I'm always attentive when I hear discussions on real estate or certain keywords regarding real estate. And when I do, that's when I swoop in and I divulge my experience and answer their questions. Joining a Facebook group will give you that opportunity. There's certain Facebook groups that foreigners particularly use here in Ghana that you can join. You don't necessarily have to be a foreigner. It's best if you don't jump in there and just immediately start advertising. Instead, what you would do is just kind of be a fly on the wall. You're just sitting and you're observing and you're listening and you're taking in the feedback that they have. And as soon as anything is mentioned about real estate in Ghana that you have an answer to, that's when you want to swoop in and be that trusted resource and provide the information and answer their questions. You can also create Facebook groups, which is another great tool. And it doesn't have to be real estate related. If there is a hobby that you have, let's say that you like to go bike riding, create a Facebook group for bike riders in Ghana where you share the best trails or the best locations and have meetups. In doing that, you'll be able to build rapport with other like-minded individuals, many of which will be foreigners. And when they are in need of a real estate professional, you'll be their point of contact. Virtual tours. Before we came to the United States, I don't even know how many hours a day, because I was literally driving everywhere to go show homes to buyers. But fortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, due to COVID, that's no longer a requirement for buyers. Many buyers are willing to make offers on homes, sometimes even, especially foreign buyers, sometimes even sight unseen, if there is a detailed and professional virtual tour of the property. There's many different sites that you can use to get virtual tours, or you can just hire a professional photographer, start at a location in the home, do a pan of the area, stop at one area, walk to that area, and just keep panning as you walk through the home, and then provide that video, upload that video to all of your websites and social medias and attach it to your listings so that people can see inside the properties. It is estimated with a study that was conducted in 2020 that homes with virtual tours sold about 6% faster and for 3% more compared to similar listings without virtual tours. So there's a great opportunity for real estate professionals to kind of cut down some of the legwork and the time by doing the work ahead of time and doing video tours, taking proper pictures of the home, videos, and sharing that online. That's it. Any questions? Sorry, you guys. Let me go back real quick. Can we go back to the first slide? Because the second or third slide, 'cause there was something that I wanted to show you that wasn't up. I think it is. One, two, three. The fourth slide? Oh, that was it. Okay, I just wanted to kind of go back on this and just tell you the way that I had it planned about us coming to Ghana. So these are just a few precious memories that we have while we were in Ghana. This is in Boti Falls, where we went with our Tafo family, our family in Tafo. And so as a foreigner, and this is something that you might consider implementing and working with foreign buyers, is to help nurture and create an environment where they feel welcomed. And we were fortunate enough to be introduced to a family in Tafo that pretty much adopted us, took us under their wing. They call my son is their grandson. He has cousins, he has nephews, he has cousins and he has uncles. And so if it wasn't really for these strong ties, we probably would have left some time ago. And that tends to be the reason why most, especially the diaspora community, leaves, is because they have a lack of family ties and connections here. And so if you can be that resource and that connection to befriend them, to introduce them into the culture, then you'll build lasting relationships and also clients. Is there any questions?
No questions.
Okay, it's actually not a... Okay, my name is Dorcas. I work with Kaya Properties. It's actually not a question. It's actually a contribution to your last statement. Most of our deals, most of my deals are referrals. So if you're able to connect, have a relationship, good relationship with your clients, they get to refer you to their friends, families. So you stay connected within that circle. So I like when you touch on that base. It's really, really important. Thank you.